ratification. And I think this will probably be the hottest summit in civil rights that we've ever had.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. made that comment on a visit to St. Louis just 4 months before President Lyndon Johnson signed the Civil Rights Act of 1964.
The movement did heat up that summer, especially along the riverfront, where a landmark was being built. Kelly Jackson revisits a monumental climb for equality and a reunion nearly 58 years in the making.
Perhaps you've heard the story of how activists Percy Green and Richard Daley climbed a section of the Gateway Arch while it was under construction on July 14, 1964. It was a bold move. The reason was simple: hire black construction workers to build the arch. What you haven't heard is their story of what happened that day, told together until now. And we were there.
How you doing?
I'm doing okay. How you doing?
Oh, my body's good as to be expected. Good seeing you, my man. Long time no see.
Yes, it's been a long time.
It's been a long time.
Both men, now in their 80s, are moving a little slower than their arch climbing days, catching up on surprising revelations.
You spend time down at the workhouse?
Yeah.
6 days?
In the back. I was in segregation because they thought I was a troublemaker.
Oh.
The mission to climb 125 feet up the arch was a well-thought-out plan that started with a visit to the site prior to the actual climb.
We walked up and did this number, and the workers were sitting around eating.
They reported back to their group and put the plan into action. Other members would be the decoy protesting at the old courthouse. You just went for it, right?
And we just walked right up, and then we started climbing.
They climbed about 125 feet.
The thinking was that we wanted to be a safe distance from the workers. They were working at the 300-foot point.
Their brave act of civil disobedience that day was simple and clear: hire blacks to work construction.
We felt as if that black folks had the ability to learn, just needed the opportunity.
While you're up there, did anyone at any point try to get you to come down?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it did. And the cops came up there and said, you have to get down. You have to get down now. And we said, oh, no, we don't.
Just over 5 hours later, they did come down. Both were eventually loaded into a police van, refusing to walk. The first arrest for both men.
I'm not going to walk to jail.
Their climb for equality would have swift ramifications for Mr. Green.
August the 28th of that year, I was terminated from my job after having 8 years of seniority.
He qualified for another job at McDonnell Douglas, but he didn't get it. So Mr. Green filed a lawsuit after the 1964 Civil Rights Act was passed. It went all the way to the Supreme Court, and he won.
My case made it possible to prove racial discrimination in employment circumstantially.
Green's participation and firing, in essence, led to 2 major civil rights decisions with long-lasting effects. Daley's situation was different.
It was very close to going back to graduate school. That's kind of the reason why I figured I'd just go to jail.
Did it feel like you were, wow, the outcome of this could really enact change?
I was very naive. I thought we're going to fix this problem. I really had no idea how deep and difficult the problem was. Yeah, there's a ladder.
Yeah.
Their move did enact change. 2 years later, in 1966, the National Park Service hired an African-American plumbing firm to work on the Arch Visitor Center. Their actions also changed federal hiring practices in our country. History.
Really? You think so?
This is. Ironically, neither men have been up in the arch.
There's a ladder right here someplace.
But being next to it, feeling it, and knowing their role was in this grand monument is what matters to them.